This incident is nothing short of outrageous and a little bit hilarious. Two cousins had just stepped out of a store, shopping bags in hand, when they were suddenly approached by an off-duty officer. Without providing any legitimate reason or showing proper authority, the officer demanded their identification. It appeared to be nothing more than a blatant power move. According to witnesses, the cousins had noticed the officer watching them closely while they were inside the store. As they made their way to their vehicle, the same officer followed and confronted them, claiming their behavior was suspicious. When the men asked for his name and questioned the legality of his demand, the officer refused to identify himself. Instead, he escalated the situation by calling for backup. The entire encounter raises serious concerns. Was this really about public safety, or was it simply an off-duty officer attempting to assert authority where none existed? In a twist of justice, the officer was reportedly fired later that same day. Watch the full video to see how the two men stood their ground during this questionable stop, and share your thoughts in the comments.
Because I told you to.
You haven't have a reason, sir. You didn't pull me over. But you didn't pull me over.
Get the license out, or I'll hit for a backup, and I'll take you out of the car.
Get your driver's license. Call your supervisor, sir.
Get your driver's license out right now.
Call your supervisor.
Please call your supervisor. Because you're not pulling me over, neither.
You get your driver's license out right now. Show me ID.
Call your supervisor.
What do you need my ID for, sir?
Well, because you want to run your mouth to me.
No, because you was looking at my license plate. For what?
Exactly.
For what?
You don't have the right to run this.
I got my rights to do anything I want to do. I'm a police officer.
You can't run
that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
I'll pull you over and I'll tow your car.
You can't tow my car.
You're
not pulling me over. You're not pulling me over.
Get your driver's license.
What is your badge number, sir?
Right there it is.
What's your name?
Can you read it to me?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Read your badge number and your name.
Get your driver's license.
Read your badge. I'm asking you. You can't lock me up. You can't lock me up.
Control top 3315.
We're asking you to call a supervisor, sir.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we're not getting a supervisor.
We're not getting a supervisor? You see, he said.
Driver's license out.
So he's not getting a supervisor. We requested a supervisor.
I don't mind showing you my driver's license, but what is your reason that you're asking?
Because.
Why?
Because you're acting suspicious.
About what? We was in there shopping.
I said, show me your driver's license.
What is the suspicion, sir?
Get your driver's license out.
You can't
Just
state
show
the
me your
suspicion.
driver's license. That's all I want to see.
You're not explaining to me. You didn't pull me over. You jumped out your car and asked me, did I want to?
Investigation.
What are you investigating?
Look,
you just see me in there shopping. I paid for everything that I bought.
Get your driver's license out.
Sir,
show me your driver's license. If you don't got no warrants or nothing, you're gone. I don't have no problem.
What is the reason that you're stopping me?
I'm not going to argue with you no more.
I'm not arguing. I'm trying to understand something.
The other car gets you, I'm going to take both of you out, and I'm going to tow your car.
Can you give me your name?
Your failure to identify.
I'm not. You have no reason. You have no reason to pull me over.
Show me your driver's license.
You didn't even pull. You're not even behind me. You jumped out the car and told me to stop.
You stopped right here.
We weren't in traffic, sir. We were pulling out of a parking spot.
Or I'm going to tow your car.
You're not going to tow anything.
The car, sir.
You're not going to tow a car.
Step it up.
Call 911.
I am.
On my phone.
He's Lawrence. He's Lawrence too. I know a couple of them.
I'm not refusing anything. I just want to know.
First of all, you had to suspect him of a crime to ask for his identity. You didn't do that.
You don't know the law.
Yeah, I do know the law.
No, you don't know the law.
Once you
Get
look
your driver's license out and make this easy. Just show me your driver's license and you can go.
What's your name, officer? That's all I want. Because we're following. He can't even pull you over out there. He can't pull you over.
Get your driver's license.
Let's go, cuz.
We're gonna wait for backup, sir.
Yeah, we wait.
Authority over you, or
you don't have no authority over me.
Not me.
We want
your supervisor.
Authority over me.
Your
supervisor?
I don't have a supervisor out.
Oh, you're a self-contracted civil servant. Is that what you're saying?
I don't answer questions to you. We'll wait.
You don't even answer what your name is, officer?
Nope.
You can't even tell us that?
Nope.
Are you really an officer of the law?
Yep.
we don't have any proof that you are.
Well, that's
because
too
you have a
bad.
shirt that
Get
says
your driver's license out.
What is your proof that you're even legal to stop
up.
us? What is
Why
your
don't
proof?
you shut up?
What
I'm
is
not
your
talking
proof?
to you.
What is your proof? I'm being calm. You don't have to yell and spit in the car.
Yeah, I do.
Now you're spitting bodily fluids on us.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
better get your driver's license out.
that's all right, officer. We're compliant. You have to suspect him of doing something. Suspicious behavior.
These guys were inside there. They got a bunch of stuff, and then they run their mouth to me as they were leaving to try to make sure I didn't get their license plate. And then he didn't want to show me ID.
Officer Shrillman.
No, they didn't steal items.
We bought a bunch of
They
items.
bought a bunch of stuff, but when they were sitting right here, I was trying to get their license plate. He hollers out the window, "You're not getting my plate," and he takes off. So I went to get him. Then he comes back and he stops here. So I asked him for driver's license.
It's all on video. That's not what happened.
What infraction did he commit?
Nothing at all, officer.
It's suspicious behavior. I'm wanting an ID.
Okay. What was suspicious about it?
Because he was calling me out in my car.
What did I call you, sir? I didn't call you anything.
You
I asked you, what was you
doing.
trying to get my license plate for? That's what I asked you.
Okay. Well,
And then I came back to really see what was going on.
That's why we stopped in front of the store.
with my hazards on. And he jumped out. We have it on record. He jumped out and told me to stop.
And started asking us for ID and all this and that. And
And
then
he said we was looking suspicious. How? We was in the same store he was in. We was shopping.
he just
I'm
seen
a
us
loyal
shop.
customer here. I shop here all the time. The thing is, he asked for my license for what reason?
That's all we asked him, officer. That's all we asked him. What infraction or what crime do you suspect us of committing? And then we asked him for a supervisor. He said, you're not getting a supervisor.
hang tight for me for just 1 second.
Yes, sir. That's IMPD. You got some sense. Can't even explain. But it is what it is.
Sure.
So I go back in there. I take the little carts back in there. I'm like, cuz, this security is really beaming on us for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I take the carts back in, and the girl, we had left one of the bags. So she's
Sure.
like, I'm glad y'all came back because you left a bag. So we grabbed the bag. When I come out, we fire up a cigarette. We loading everything up. And this dude is just staring at us. Then he pulls his notebook out.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, he was in the store the whole time until we came out.
Okay.
So when we first got here, he had pulled up beside us. So we basically got here at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So when we come out, he comes out,
Sure.
gets in his car, right? So once he gets in his car, I'm like, it's obvious that, I said, cuz he's probably gonna try to run your plate.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't worried about him running the plate. But
Yeah.
the point is, ain't nobody dumb, man. You gotta have some type of reason for running the plate. You're
Not necessarily. We can run plates for any reason.
Okay,
Or no reason
okay,
at
we'll
all.
say- we'll say
what he
this.
does have to have is he have to have what's called reasonable suspicion in order to make a stop on
That's-
you. He has
and-
to have some sort of reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed.
Correct.
And at that point, that's why I asked him
And that's,
what suspicion do
that's-
you have to
that-
stop him.
And I heard you asking him that. And my thing was, you just seen us buying these items, and that's why when he was explaining to you, you was like, well, loss prevention said they stole some stuff?
Right.
No, that's not what happened. You just seen us buy this stuff, load it in our car. What is making us suspicious? Then he said,
I don't know.
then he
That's why-
said,
that's why I asked
is
him
it-
that question.
When we asked him to identify himself, is he supposed to identify himself?
we just asked him his name. What's your name, officer? He was like, I don't gotta tell you my name and blah, blah, blah. Well, can we see your supervisor?
He's supposed to identify himself as a law enforcement officer. So
Right.
I mean, he could say, "I'm with Marion County Sheriff's Department." Okay.
Yeah. And then he said something about he's off duty, something.
Yeah.
I said, cuz he can't even, cause does he have the power to even pull people over on the street? We're still in
If he's a Marion County Sheriff's deputy, then yeah.
Okay, that's cool, but we're still in the
If somebody's
parking
committed a traffic infraction, yeah.
We're still in the parking lot, man.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
he
you
was
can still
just,
commit traffic infractions in a parking lot, but the question is what infraction was committed to justify a stop. As far as I'm concerned, there was no traffic infraction,
It
so
wasn't.
there's no reason to stop the vehicle.
So, can you give us his name?
I don't know his name.
He won't give us the name.
Okay.
So
well,
we want to file a complaint.
okay.
and I know he's Lawrence. And that's what I was like. I know y'all ain't got time for this foolishness.
Is he Lawrence or is he? I don't.
He
even
said
know.
Lawrence on. Yeah, it said Lawrence Township.
Okay.
Something.
So that'll be something that you'll have to take up.
We'll get with
the
them.
Lawrence Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
If that's the case, because honestly I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before.
He was aggressive too, man. Like he was just like when you was talking to him, you see how he was stumbling. He couldn't really explain why we're suspicious.
Sure.
Why are we suspicious?
So how can we get his information? Because he won't give it to us.
We can get it from the store, maybe.
I mean, you can. I don't know if you can get it from the store. You can call Lawrence
and just
Sheriff's
ask them who you had on this location.
Who was working at the Nordstrom rack at this time on this date. They might be able to give you that information.
Because we definitely want to file a complaint.
If you don't get his name, you can at least give a description of him.
I got him on video.
You can say, this officer, he looked like this. He was driving an unmarked vehicle at this location, this date, this time. And they might be able to figure that out.
Look at the car they gave him. That's how much they care about him. It's rusty.
Look at the car they give me. I got a hole in my fender about the size of my hand I can stick through from the rust going out there. That's a 2008 with 188,000 miles on it. I call her barely faithful.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we appreciate you being civil with us and trying to really figure out what really was going on. Because look.
Well, the only way for me to figure out what's going on is ask questions.
Right.
I don't know what's going on
right.
until
And
I
I know
show up,
y'all know. I know IMPD. I know y'all got bigger and better things to do than come up here for some rogue security officer, man. But he made our.
He could have been shot over nothing more than a simple request. The situation escalated rapidly, and all because a driver calmly asked for a supervisor. That single word, supervisor, became the spark that triggered an unnecessary and dangerous confrontation. This footage, though recorded a few years ago, is being revisited today to shed light on the need for daily accountability in law enforcement interactions. The encounter began routinely. The driver pulled over without resistance. A male officer approached, citing two reasons: window tint that appeared too dark and the absence of a front license plate. However, both reasons quickly unraveled. The tint had already been resolved weeks earlier with a signed-off fix-it ticket. And the front plate? The officer himself acknowledged it was clearly visible. Despite the weak basis for the stop, the driver cooperated fully, handing over his license and registration. He also made a transparent and legally responsible disclosure. A legally owned and properly stored firearm was locked in his trunk. This is standard procedure in states with lawful gun ownership protections. While the male officer ran his information, a second officer arrived, a female officer whose presence drastically shifted the tone. She moved quickly, eyes scanning the driver with suspicion. Without following normal protocol, she asked about the firearm and spoke privately with the first officer. The driver, now visibly unsettled, did what many would consider a reasonable step. He requested a supervisor. That request, shockingly, seemed to ignite the situation. Within moments, chaos unfolded, tension soared, and the female officer drew her weapon, all of it over a simple, lawful request. Watch how this incident spiraled from routine to reckless. And decide for yourself. Was this about safety or a failure of judgment under pressure?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hey, I'm stopping you because you got no front plate and your window tint's too dark.
I actually got a fix-it ticket for this one.
Did you?
It was 2 weeks ago. I got stopped on Arden right there by Hostess.
Can you roll down that
Bakery
window
Factory.
for my partner, please? Thank you. So you got a ticket for the tint already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did. Hey, how you doing?
Roll all the way down.
Do I got to?
Because I just told you so.
No, I'm saying I got it right. I count that up.
For my safety.
And for my safety also. This is all being audio recorded, by the way, too.
Okay, that's fine. Right
Yeah.
here, too.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to fix a ticket for the window tint
I got a fixed ticket for that, too, also.
and the front plate.
And which is not due until, I don't know. I got to take that down. So.
Okay. All right. You have your driver's license? Sir?
Yeah, it's in my backpack in the back.
Okay. Here, I'll just take your name for a second.
All right.
What's your name, sir?
Rudy, R-U-D-Y.
What is it?
R-U-D-Y.
R-U-D-Y. And what's your birthday?
6/14/95.
Just to make sure I got the last name spelled right. All right, you have a valid driver's license,
Yeah,
correct?
everything, insurance good, registered.
Okay.
All that, so.
Probation, parole, anything like
Nah,
that? Nothing?
yeah.
Okay. You can do the registered owner of the car?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sit tight for me, okay? I'll be right back.
All right. So you said for your safety?
Yeah, for my safety.
Yeah.
And I want you to keep your hands in your lap for my safety, okay?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
sorry?
I said no problem. Feels like I'm back in Nazi Germany or something. The way you people get treated like this, you know? You know your history?
I do.
Okay, so you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
You don't understand Nazi
I don't
Germany?
see the correlation.
Okay.
We were hailed by a citizen regarding your car. Why would a citizen have hailed us?
For my car,
Yeah.
I mean, whatever y'all got going on, you feel me? I don't know nothing about
We
that.
were doing something completely else. And
Oh.
somebody took time out of their day, took them over and flagged us down regarding you. Why would they have done
Regarding me,
that? Regarding you and your vehicle.
no, that's false.
Any weapons in the vehicle?
Yeah,
What kind of weapons?
this is a registered firearm in my name.
Okay.
Yeah, Smith & Wesson.
We're just going to do this the safe way, okay? So, what I need you to do, can you undo your seatbelt for me?
Can I call the supervisor here, please?
What?
I would like your
Well, no,
supervisor.
you can talk to him afterwards.
Sir, I would like your supervisor
Okay,
here.
we're going to talk to him afterwards.
I
Right now, you
need.
to do what
Well,
I
can you
tell
call him
to
on
do.
your radio?
Huh?
Can you call him on your radio? He's not trying to call
Hey.
his supervisor on the radio.
We're
Okay,
trying to-
I'm a citizen too, bro.
Okay,
It's like,
hey.
and you work for public and safety. You're doing your
Hey.
job. What's your
Hey,
cause?
hey,
What's your
calm down,
cause?
calm down.
What's your cause of stopping me? Is what I want to know. You didn't even give me a cause. You said for your tent. I told you I got
That's
a ticket.
probable cause to pull you over, right?
Okay.
Just because you...
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa. That's
Put your
way. Whoa. Are you
Then raise your
serious?
fingers on the back of your head.
We've got code 3 cover coming.
Whoa.
Okay. Undo your seatbelt with your right hand.
Oh
We're not
wow.
gonna play this game, sir.
Hey, it's all good.
Get on up.
It's all
Lean
good.
forward towards the seat.
But this
I
way.
mean, sorry, towards the steering wheel. Come on, let's go.